Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss about the R squared. R squared is a evolution matrix that we use in the linear regression. We created the linear regression model. This is our output data and this is your input data. And this is the best fit line. Okay, by that we have created our linear regression model. Now we have to check whether this is the best fit line or not. Okay, so how we can evaluate that particular thing? That we can check with the help of different evaluation matrix. We can use mean squared error, we can use root mean squared error, or mean absolute percentage error, or mean absolute error, and also we can use the R squared. So what is the R squared? Okay, if I want to check how much variation I can get in the y with the help of x, right? If I will tell you, can you please let me know how much variation I can able to explain with the help of x variable, right? That we can get with the help of R square. If the R square value is 0.7, so we can say that 70% of the variation, means 70% of the variation in the y can be explainable with the help of independent variable. That we can get with the help of R square. So R squared formula is that SSR divided by SST, or 1 minus SSC divided by SST. So what is the SSR? If you see here, this is our best fit line and this is the mean value of the y. It means y is your output variable, this is your input variable. If I want to check the predicted value at any point of the x, I want to check predicted value at xi. So our predicted value would be your y hat, and this is your actual value, this is your predicted value, and this is your mean value. So the difference between the actual value and the predicted value is called as a SSE, sum squared error, that we denote with this. We already know that. And if we want to check the difference between the predicted value and the mean value, right? Predicted value and the mean value, that is called as sum squared due to regression. If you see here, this particular SSE, this is called as your unexplained deviation from the predicted value. Unexplained deviation from the predicted value. And SSR, sum squared error due to regression, that is called as your explained deviation. It means explained deviation from the mean value. And SST, if I will add both these things, SSE and SSR, we get the SST. So SST formula is that by I, it means this is your mean value, it means actual minus mean value. This is called as your total deviation from the mean. If we will add both the things, SSE and SSR, we get the SST. So this is the R squared formula. We also called R squared to coefficient of determination. So R squared is also, we can say that it is a square of correlation coefficient, right? R squared basically also called as your R square. It means this is called as your correlation coefficient. It means square of correlation coefficient is also called as your R squared. And what is the correlation coefficient? It tells us this is your independent and this is your dependent, how the independent and dependent variable are correlated to each other. What is the magnitude of the correlation? That we can get with the help of correlation coefficient R. Let R squared value is 0.64. So what would be the R? R would be your root of R squared. So that we will get 0.8. So it implies that 80% change in y, right? 80% change in y known to x, or 80% change in x known to y, that we can get with the help of R squared if we get the under root of the R squared. If you see here, 80% known, so 20% will be unknown to each other. So we can say that because 64% we can able to explain with the help of independent variable. So we can see that 60% change in y we can explain with the help of x, and 36% change in y we cannot explain with the help of x. So R squared we use to evaluate the linear regression model performance. So R squared value normally lie between 0 and 1, right? But in some cases R squared value also will be negative. Let's see what would be that case. If you see here, this is the best fit line. If you see here, this is the best fit line we have. In that case, we will get the SSE, SSR and SST, these value, right? We have already discussed. It means difference between the actual minus predicted will be your SSE. Difference between the predicted minus mean will be your SSR, and the difference between the actual and the mean value will be your SST, right? This we have already discussed. If I draw this worst fit line, and in that case if I will calculate all these value SSE, SSR and SST, if you see here I draw this worst line which will not be able to get the best predicted line. If I will draw this worst fit line which will have the lots of error, right? If we calculate there, we will get the lots of error in our model. So by this particular line, if we will calculate all these things, like this is your SSR, if you see here, this is your actual value, this is your predicted value, but for that this will be your predicted value, and the difference between the actual and the predicted will be your SSE for this line, okay, and the difference between the predicted and the mean will be your SSR for this line, and SST will be the same, that is the actual minus mean value. So if you see here SSE, it means sum squared error, because if we will use this line, in that case our error will be very large, right? So in that case our sum squared error will be more as compared to sum squared total, that is the mean deviation from the actual and the mean. So this will be less. So in that case, as per the formula, if you see here, 1 minus SST divided by SSE divided by SST. So in that case our SSE will be more and this will be less. So total value will be more as compared to 1, right? So total value, this particular total value will be less. So R squared value will be your negative. So if we draw the worst fit line, in that case our R squared value could be the negative. What is the problem with the R squared? We have some data set we have, and this is the y value, and we create the linear regression model. So first we create first variable and output variable and create a linear regression model and calculate the R squared. This is the 1. Again we calculate 1, 2 and y, and now we create the linear regression model, and again we calculate R squared. This could be 2, and again 1, 2, 3 and y linear regression model. We get the R squared value equal to 2. Again we add 1, 2, 3, 4 and y. Now we calculate our linear regression model, then again we calculate R squared. This is your 3. So if you see here once we add the first variable, our R square value is 1. Then we add second variable, our R square value get increase. Again we add, it gets same, we get the same value. Again we add the fourth variable, our R square value get increase. It means we can see that it either remain the same or increase with the addition of new independent variable, right? So what the things you can get by this particular explanation? So we can say that whenever we add any independent variable, we will not be able to find any significance explanation or significance explanation between the x and y, right? I cannot say that this variable has a proper significance to get the prediction or not, right? So because it always increase or the same, so we cannot say that this variable will have a proper significance or this variable has a proper significance to get the prediction. So that is the problem with the R squared. So this problem we can solve with the help of adjusted R square. Let's see how we can do that. What the adjusted R square do? Adjusted R square, it penalize you for adding independent variable that don't help in predicting the dependent variable, right? As you can see that here, right? If I will calculate the R squared, if I will calculate the adjusted R square in that case, so our adjusted R square might be here 1, same, here might be we can say 2, but once we add the third variable, here if you see here, R square is same but adjusted R square might be 1.5, and then again fourth variable, my adjusted R square get 2. So what the things we can get by using the adjusted R square? You can see here, once we add the third variable in our data set, our adjusted R square is decreased but R square is same. It means this variable is not showing any proper significance in the prediction. So this is the formula. Here this is your R squared value, this is your total number of the samples, and this is your total number of the independent variable. So if you see here, same example, if you see here, so once we have one variable, our R square value is this and adjusted R square value is this. Once we have one independent variable and one dependent variable, we create the linear regression model here. Once we have two variable and once we create the linear regression model, after that we calculate R square, it get increase but it also get increase if you see here, right? But if you see here, once we add the third variable, it increase, but if you see here, it increase but here it decrease. It means this variable, due to this variable, our adjusted R square get decrease. So we can say that the third independent variable is not impactful at all. It means it is not showing any proper significance to get the prediction, right? So we can remove this particular third variable because it is not showing any proper significance to get the best fit line or to get the prediction value. What is the difference between the R square and adjusted R square? So that we have already discussed. R square value always increase. Whenever we add the independent variable, R square value will always increase or it will be same. But adjusted R square increase only when the independent variable is significant and affect the dependent variable, right? And it can be 0 R squared, it can be negative. So it can be, we can say R squared value, it can be 0 or 1, but in some cases it could be negative also, that we have already discussed. So that's it from my side for today. I hope you will like this video. If you will like, please share this video with your colleagues and friends and subscribe my channel and also hit the like button. Thank you.